drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. They've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We'd play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 22 of the Beyond Streaming podcast. I'm your very, very temporary co-host, original Bon Jovi or Spencer, and this is my lovely co-host,
Tevin. Oh, this is weird. I'm not on this side ever.
I know.
It's all right.
Whatever. Anyway, we're back here today to reintroduce everyone to NiceGuyJusty. For those of you who maybe weren't around at Halloween 2021, Justin was a guest in the early days of the pod to talk about some spooky events in his life. He's seen some things, let's say that. So you're welcome to go back and give that a listen. It's a pretty fun episode, but he joined Skirata just a few days ago, and he's going to be the new co-host of the pod. So I'll be back behind the scenes once again, and he and Tevin can run the show. So it'll be really cool. I don't know, Tevin. Pretty happy to get you a friend again. What do you think?
I know. I'm excited. I mean, you're a great co-host. Don't get me wrong.
Wow.
But we need someone behind the scenes working their magic at the same time. But I'm very excited. He's an amazing person. I've known Justy for about probably about 2.5 years since I started streaming. Yeah. So it's I'm very excited to have him on here. It's gonna be very fun.
Yeah, for sure. And before we get him in here, guys, if you're watching live on Twitch, thank you for the views, the follows, the subs, and everything. We'll try to keep up with that. It can get a little crazy at times, but we do appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to sub if you're not already. And if you're listening after the fact, do your thing. Give us a follow wherever you're listening. So with that in mind, welcome, Justin. Welcome back to Beyond Streaming.
Hello.
Howdy.
I'm so excited to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Congrats on joining Skirata.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming.
Long time, yeah.
Not way too. I mean, there's been some bumps in the road, but
It's been about 2.5 years. 2 years, 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm very. You don't know how excited I was to actually hear about that because I put it on the post, but not many people know that you and I were like the people that were like, we're gonna join Skirata before anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had quite a journey though. I think it's funny though because we kind of took the same route.
Yeah, we did.
Because I went and actually joined a org in quotations that lasted, I think, maybe 3 weeks. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then once I ended, that's when Spencer messaged me. And then that's when everything got going with that. And then you went and did your own thing as well with DGC?
DCG.
DCG, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we'll talk about that.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, I just remember like we talked about this last year too, but like when I started streaming like during COVID, I don't know how I was introduced to Tev.
I think it was just like a Spencer.
Was it you, Spencer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was through me and Skirata for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then I met Spencer because I saw his Twitter, and I thought he had a weird like handle. I was like, who's Original Bon Jovi? Like that's kind of strange. So I like looked on this thing and said like Cleveland, Ohio, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this guy out, and I rated him. He lives he lived like 10 minutes away from me. We're now about 6 hours apart.
Oh, don't dox me like that. Holy.
But yeah. So and then I met Tevin, and then I think I met Tevin when he had. Man, I think we were around the same follower count at that point.
Yeah,
like 200 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And man, what were you playing Battlefront?
No, you were.
I was playing Battlefront. That's right. And I remember like following Tevin on Twitter and stuff, and always seeing like he was like a part of the community, but like I never actually like talked to him. And I checked out his streams, like this guy's like really cool. So yeah, I'm just sucking up the Tev right now, to be honest. But yeah, so that just happened, and then I don't know. I think the COVID era just progressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we both started growing kind of rapidly, and then we started, getting intertwined with all the Skirata stuff, and I was just like, I remember us talking one day, and we're just like, yo, we're gonna get in this one day together.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna do this one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make my own work. And then DCG came into the mix, and then it was the most awful timing in the world. Because I started my student teaching when I made it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't handle the work of writing a 75-page paper and trying to run this thing.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out, and then I tried to revive it, and then I went through a breakup. So it just wasn't like it wasn't
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. So
yeah, I have to say, I've said it a million times, but it is so funny to me that just the fact that we connected the way we did on Twitch through the Battlefront community, which even though it kind of peaked there when it was free to play on PlayStation during COVID and stuff, but very small community, very niche kind of thing, right? Like it's a Star Wars game, and we happen to live in the like adjacent towns. Like that's so weird to me, 10-minute drive away. And I remember figuring that out, and I was like, what? Like, no way. And then I told my mom that I'm going to get lunch next door with this guy on Twitch, and she was like, what? Okay, you meet people in Cleveland, like in the Call of Duty world. I know a bunch of people here, but like Star Wars, I don't know. Very, very funny. And so soon after I'd moved to that town too, like,
yeah,
the odds of that working out like they did were just
because you were there for like less than a month at that point, right?
Yeah, that was like, I don't know, late May, early June, and I moved in May. So
Yeah, I remember the first time
yeah,
meeting Spencer. Like, I just like I knew it was him right away because he like his head almost hit the top of the door frame. So I remember just
yeah,
like
I have that problem a
I was just
lot.
like looking up. I'm like, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
it's really really wild how that all worked out, and here you are. I
I
mean,
know.
Tevin had a bit of a wild ride too on his journey to Skirata, and shoot, we're all here together. I love it.
I know.
Let's go.
It's great. And it's just like it hasn't like registered like 2.5 years is a long time for us to all know each other.
Mm,
It
yeah,
doesn't feel like that, you
No, not
know?
at all.
Like part of it feels like not as long, but at the same time kind of longer because we went through like different stages of world crisis
we've
at
been through
once.
so much shit together.
So
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like it just feels longer, but like at the same time it's just like I remember like
yep.
watching Tevin stream for the first time in my living room. So yeah,
Mm,
remember when I had my setup in the living room,
Yeah.
Spencer.
yes, I do. I do
Yeah.
remember that. Oh my gosh.
But
I remember
yeah.
when Justy first rebranded too. Your switch over from Battlefront to Call of Duty,
Yep.
and he switched
Yeah.
over like the game that was out. I don't think it was Cold War just yet. It may have been Modern Warfare 19, but he was like,
Mhm.
"I'm gonna do World War II shipment,"
Yeah.
and that's what he was
I
doing.
remember.
And like that's all he would play. And then I remember just like giving little tips and shit like that because he wasn't a COD player. And then
Yeah.
he got into zombies and zombies blew up for him.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was honestly like I always like loved zombies like when I was a kid, like
Yeah.
growing up playing like World at War and Black Ops. And when like Cold War Zombies came out, I was like, I don't want to play this. This looks stupid. I was like, this not
Right.
for me. I'm like, I'm going full on multiplayer. And then I realized I wasn't that good at multiplayer. So I went to Zombies, and man, I was just like, I remember just like, I knew I was growing at that point, but like there was one moment I looked at my viewer count, which I stopped doing that after like a year of streaming, and it said like 103, and I was just like, oh, well, I guess this is happening now. So we had like a really good run with Cold War Zombies, and I was like, Vanguard's got zombies too. We're gonna keep this going, or it's gonna be great. And then Vanguard Zombies ended up being like the biggest piece of shit game I've ever played in my entire life.
Right.
So I was like, man, now what am I supposed to do? And after that, like Vanguard came out in the midst of my last semester of college as well. So I was just like, I'm not really worried about streaming. So I took like maybe like 2 breaks that were over maybe 6 months long. No, I'm not maybe not that much, maybe like 2 or 3 months. But yeah, it was it kind of hurt a little bit when that happened. Like when I played it for the first time, I was like, I was trying so hard to be positive, and the whole time I'm like, oh, I like this, I like that, this could be different, and then like I just remember like shutting the game off. I'm like, man, that sucked. I'm like, that was terrible. So yeah, and after that, what did I play mostly?
And you haven't played any of this Call of Duty yet, right?
I don't have it.
No.
No.
Do you have any interest in getting it?
I do. Once I get my first paycheck at my new job. But yeah, I played the beta for the new one.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually. I remember thinking, and like I know some of you in the chat are just gonna be like, this guy's a moron. I remember playing it, and I'm just like, this kind of feels like a little bit more balanced than the last 2 games. That was my like initial thought, and then the SBMM kicked in. So yeah. Oh, I've been playing Overwatch lately. That's what I've been playing. I was completely forgot what I was doing. Like,
how's that going?
Months. It's going well. I love it, dude. It's just I've played it since it came out in like what was it, 2016. It's just like I mean the sequel.
Because they said they just like reskinned it, right?
Right. They could have just been an update. Okay. I mean, it literally was an update. So, but yeah, it's good. I'm loving it. I'm planning on returning to streaming pretty soon. I just got to figure out my setup here because I only have one Ethernet outlet in my setup now instead of two, where I had when I was back in Ohio. I had two that would just direct wire one to my PlayStation, one to my PC. So it's either choppy bitrate but good gameplay, or good quality stream and just like I'm flying across the map without moving anything. So it's one of the two. I'll let you guys decide.
Well, this is a side note, but they do make splitters for Ethernet cables. So if
I do.
I don't know how well that works, like if it diminishes the quality at all, but that might be something to think about.
Yeah, it's something I'm definitely thinking about for sure.
Yeah. Well, I did want to mention that you had some podcasting experience, right? Like, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. This is not the only podcast I'm on. I'm also on another podcast with my good friend Higgy. Some of you may know him. We that's called the Other Side of Things podcast, and we just kind of talked about it because I called him after you texted me, Spencer. I'm like, look, I know I'm not supposed to say anything yet, but like I'm joining Skirata, and he was like, so no DCG. I'm like, yeah, we weren't gonna do that anyways.
Oh man,
that's over.
So sorry, Higgy, my bad.
Yeah, so we were kind of talking because like we originally started that podcast to talk about our lives outside streaming, which is basically this podcast. But recently we've been more taking interest in like pop culture stuff. We just recorded a top 10 movies list, which is it's a pretty good, like we just like comparing our interest, and then I asked my parents to make their own list, so we did that too. That should be coming out pretty soon. We have 2 episodes recorded. We're not putting them out right away though, because we want like a consistent schedule with it. But yeah, we've been on and off with that for about a year, so I do have some podcasts. I know how to talk to people.
Good. That's all we
are
ask
teachers.
for.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I mean that kind of comes with the job description. So.
And you're really good at talking to children, so that's perfect for the Call of Duty community. You know, I think it's a perfect fit for the job.
You know what? I saw this thing, and I meant to text you about it, Spencer. I was playing Overwatch the other day.
Okay.
And it was the most perfect roast I've ever seen in like a lobby. I'm like, someone has to use this in Call of Duty. So like, you know, they have like the team chat, like you like type in it and Overwatch, and it can go to the whole group that's playing. You can see it on the enemy team.
Right.
There's one kid, just he was just saying some random shit. Like I don't even know what he was saying. Like he was just going off and like saying like 12-year-old memes, like like the Among Us stuff. And someone on the same team goes, he types in "child detected." And I just lost it. And I was like, that has to work in Call of Duty. Like when you're even on the mics, go "child detected." I thought it was great.
It's really funny that you bring up Among Us because, not to get off on too much of a tangent, but at work I just hired this really goofy dude, quite frankly, and he's a senior in high school, and I feel like there's like a generational divide, even though technically we're all Gen Zers. Like, well, not technically, right. But there's a generational divide between like me and the people that are coming out of high school right now. It's just there's something about it, and he got a bunch of pizza dough, and he made a little like, I don't know what they are, but the little Among Us guys, like it was clearly the silhouette of one of them, and he held it up to me, expecting me to be impressed, and I was just like, he's like, "You think I'm sus yet?" I'm like, "Dude,
no!"
Like,
that's so bad. He was like,
"Oh my god, dude!"
18. He's technically a grown adult. He's doing that.
Well, yeah, there's a lot more I can say about that, dude. I'm not going to. You know, we are not using this platform for harassment or anything, but
absolutely not.
The Among Us memes, like that childish stuff. I don't know, dude.
I will say, like when Among Us was in its prime, it was really fun. I remember playing with Tevin a lot. We'd always like coordinate a group together, and I would never forget. It was me, Tevin, and Higgy had this one game, and like Higgy bamboozled them both of us so bad.
So oh god damn it, I remember now. I was so upset with myself. So I was so sure it was Higgy and that it wasn't this other guy. And then Justy's like, no, let's just vote out the other kid for memes. And I was like, I don't know,
Oh,
bro. Like, I
no.
think it's Higgy. And they're like, no, it's him. And for some reason, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it'd be funny. Let's do it. And so we voted him out. And then it pops up like, so and so wasn't an imposter. And it was only Justy, myself, and Higgy left. And we are like, it's Higgy.
There's a YouTube video. Like Higgy posted a YouTube video.
He like, it was like all narrated and everything on what was going on through Higgy's mind and stuff like that. And yeah,
it was literally the perfect situation for him. And okay, in my defense, I thought that kid we voted out at the time was the last one. I'm like, oh, wait, this is easy dubs. We got this. And then we just came back. And I just remember, like, I remember screaming, run away. And then I'm like, Tevin, you have to help me. And then he's like, where? He's like, I don't know. We'll link the video somewhere, but it's hilarious.
Oh no.
But
I
the
might have to see it now.
the VR one, the VR Among Us, looks kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I've seen that.
Have you seen clips of it on TikTok?
Yeah.
It's just because there's proximity chat, and you have these grown ass adults going, "I'm the imposter," to like these small children, and just like chasing them. And these kids are like screaming. It's perfect. I highly recommend.
Oh jeez.
What were we talking about before? I'm sorry.
Before,
kicking in.
no, I feel it. Maybe this is a terrible combination of people, at least between you and me. With,
I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
I shared that meme on Twitter the other day. What your mind is like with ADHD.
I retweeted that, and I was like, that was good.
Oh my gosh. No truer meme has been shared. But to get us a little more back on track in the direction of the Beyond Streaming podcast, we have been all over the place for several months now between a series of wild technical difficulties with our guests, between some roster rearrangement and personal life and work and all this stuff. But going into the new year, and in fact, starting now, I'm really hoping to get back on our bi-weekly schedule, which I think was pretty good before. And looking forward to bringing in some interesting people to chat. I know we talked about this a little bit another time with some other guest, which it's already gone. Who would you like to see on the podcast? Like in a perfect world, what top people would you want to have on? Justin?
Oh man. You know what? One that comes up, like, just, I know he's not a Skirata member or anything. I would love to see Borky here.
Borky.
Yeah. I think that would be
interesting guy for sure.
Yeah.
I love Borky.
I love his
to see
accent.
him on here. Oh man, he's just the most genuine person. Like,
he's an amazing person. Absolutely.
He is. I don't think
he's also a teacher, right? Is he still a teacher?
Yeah.
Not anymore. I know.
Not anymore. Okay.
I haven't talked to him in a little bit. I feel bad, but I know he's doing something else now. I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. But he's like, other than playing Call of Duty, I've never seen him get upset over anything. So
could be me. Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah. So I think Borky. Second one. Man, I'm not sure.
It doesn't have to be people like in our network necessarily, but just like, you know, it could be a wild shot, but just like anyone in the world that you'd have on the pod.
Who would your dream guest be?
Your dream guest.
Anyone in the world, dream guest. God, even that's hard. Shoot. You really put me on the spot over here. We didn't talk about this.
Don't want to make it too easy for you.
Dream guest, I want to see. No, we need Machine Gun Kelly on the podcast.
Okay.
I need a redemption moment for that forehead kick like 8 years ago. So
okay.
I just want to talk. So
wait, I need a story. What?
Oh yeah. Tell a story about that.
Did I never tell you about that?
No,
I've heard it,
what?
but nobody else has.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna set the scene for you guys. All right. It's 2016. And it's the Machine Gun Kelly Christmas show that he does in Cleveland every year. And he's playing at the House of Blues, so it's a small venue. And here's 17-year-old little Justin going to the show. I know what I'm expecting. Lots of sweaty people. There's about 2,000 people in this small venue, and it was a great show. He came out playing Alpha Omega, and just in this giant fur coat. I will never forget that because he wasn't even on the stage. He was like on a box in the back, which was kind of weird. But anyways, fast forward, we're going to the end of the show, and Wild Boys comes on, the classic MGK hype song. And this dude stage dives feet first into the crowd.
Oh no.
And all I remember is like slow motion seeing Machine Gun Kelly in his left boot just like slowly connecting with my face. And I remember just like I was kind of just like the adrenaline of it kind of made up for it. I just remember being stunned for a moment. And after that, like he was on stage by the time my eyes opened. So like I think I blacked out for maybe 3 or 4 seconds. so yeah. I never got an apology for it. I'm pretty sure I had a concussion from it as well. Is Spencer frozen right now?
No. Oh, yeah, he is. There he is. He's back. Welcome back. Oh, shit. He's frozen.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, that's my story.
Oh, God, that's amazing. I'm pretty sure he did black out. There's no way that if your eyes open and he was already back on stage.
Yeah. It happened so slow and so fast at the same time.
I was not expecting you to say Machine Gun Kelly.
Now it's just like, I'm a minor. I could press charges for assault right there. It's like, yeah.
Oh.
That's the story. So I want him on. And also, I'm just looking at the chat. I do want Rack on this podcast. Last time I talked to Rack in like a voice thing was during Cold War, where we're doing the Mauer der Toten Easter egg, and I don't know how we got it done because we were just sorry, the chat.
Of course, Skirata. Language, Skirata.
Sorry.
This is getting taken out. Oh God.
Yeah, so yeah, me and Rack did one of the Easter eggs together, and it was funny because one of our teammates kept like there was like this glitch where it would just teleport you across the map and then down you. That was pretty fun. Honestly, like I would love to have multiple members of Skirata on here, like just to have a genuine conversation. I've only started talking to Matt maybe like a month ago. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Like Matthias?
I mean, we only we knew each other, like we would acknowledge each other.
Yeah.
But Overwatch brought us together. Okay. Overwatch brought us together, and
it's adorable. Some would say wholesome.
I remember the first time. No, you know how good Matt is at video games? His first game of Overwatch, he went like 35-1.
What?
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I've been playing this for years and I couldn't have done this. And he's like, oh yeah, this is easy. It's like, come on, making me look like a silly goose out here. But just be silly ghosting. But yeah, Matt, I want to see Megan on here. I want to see Rack.
How many people can we have in here? Do you know, Spencer?
Oh,
Is
not
it
all
only
at
four?
once.
Time?
You think
I
it's
don't
a
know.
4? That'd be kind of cool. You know how they have like the roundtable discussions?
Dude,
No, like
Skirata
how they do those?
Roundtable.
That'd be kind of cool.
I think we should do that sometime. Whether it's for the
Yeah.
podcast or just like something else, it'd be really
A
fun.
giant.
Yeah, we'll just have like a little
Discord call.
round table stream. Yeah, like just like a giant Discord call and be able to
Yeah.
talk about.
We'll do like an end of year, like not even like year in review podcast, but just like get a bunch of people in here and just like shoot the shit. Hopefully
Or-
not too drunk because I don't want to, lose our
Here's
sponsors
an idea.
or something. But...
Like 10-minute rapid fire questions. We just cycle them out.
Ooh.
like speed dating, but it's just speed questions.
Yes.
You get one
Skirata.
question and then
No, not speeds. But yes, I like the idea, but not we're not calling it that. No shot. Oh my god, dude.
I'm full of ideas, Spencer. That's why you brought me on.
Dude, man's a walking content machine. I love it. Not that that's news to me. I've known it for years, but
Yeah. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say about I just want to like get to know like other members I haven't really gotten to know a lot. Yeah, I followed all of them on Twitter, so all of them in the all of them I have access to. I followed them on Twitter. Most of them have followed me back. I'm not petty, I promise.
I followed all of them. Most have followed me back.
I mean, I'm just gonna say
no.
the Skirata page doesn't even follow me, so I'm just.
Oh shit! I usually do that the day of, but ADHD. Well, no, I'm not blaming it on mental issues. It's just me. Just me.
Just who I am as a person.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just
Let me
saying.
fix that right now. Oops. Why didn't I do that when you were on the pod the first time?
I don't know. I guess
That is
I don't
so
know.
odd.
It is what it
Whatever,
is,
man.
Spencer. I'm not bitter about it. I promise.
No, that's okay. You don't have to be. It's all good. We're chilling, man. We're chilling.
Oh man, I do plan on next time you guys have a meetup. I do want to come since it's like official now. So
yeah, and I don't know how well. It's probably a bit of a drive for you to get to
I'd
New York
fly.
City, but you'd fly.
I'd fly. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a short flight. That's good.
Whee! Yep. I just fly. I think it's about the same distance from your place to wherever New York City is. It's
Like
New York.
driving wise?
I don't know what I'm saying right now. Yeah, driving wise. Yeah, I think it's about maybe 7 hours. Yeah. We'll have to see.
Huh. Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be crazy. Megan's over here inviting like everyone and their brother to go to New York. So, which by the way, Megan, the great Skirata community manager, made a big return to Twitch today, and I go in there and she's just like, everyone's talking about how they're gonna be in New York. I'm like,
oh,
this is news to me, but I'm all for it, man. Like,
hell yeah,
we get a big crowd. Like, that's cool.
that'd be awesome.
Megan
would
meet
be
and
really
greet.
fun. That'd be really fun. I've never actually been to New York City, so I've been to Buffalo a ton, but
yeah, of course.
never.
It's
never
a
New York
great
City.
time. It's a really good time.
That's what I mean. It looks like it every time you guys go, and I'm just like, man, I want to go.
I mean, what I remember of it was pretty fun anyway. That's another matter.
That's my last 4 weekends since I moved, Spencer.
Yeah, no, I feel you there. I get it. I do.
Kids.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't even know where to go from there.
I know, it's so hard because it's like everyone has already met Justy.
Yeah.
Right.
Hi.
Hi.
It's me.
There,
Yo, boy.
I've always felt like the younger brother to like the org, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see.
Like
that.
I was always like there, but like I wasn't allowed in the treehouse.
Oh no. Even my own mother has asked me if I'm bringing you into the team like in the past, not recently. And then I saw that she liked the tweet.
I saw that this morning.
Like, oh my gosh. Even my mom's getting gassed up about Justin
That's
joining.
adorable.
That's so cool.
I fucking love that.
I've only met her once. Out of the whole like almost 3 years I've known you.
Yeah, I guess so. It was when you came over for the podcast.
Yeah, that's when I came over for the podcast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never met. I don't think I've met your dad though.
Yeah, so. She didn't show her face at the birthday, so.
Birthday.
Wow.
Your birthday
party.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's interesting.
That was an interesting time.
Yeah, we don't need to go back into the whole me eating an avocado thing.
I forgot about that. You just reminded me.
Well, now we have to talk about it.
Now we have to talk about it. Almost.
Is that what you just said?
He almost did.
You know, like an apple, like just you eat an apple.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Like for fun?
I don't remember. I don't know why it happened.
I just look over and he just eats this thing. And he goes, he like eats it, goes, just spits it out, goes, this is an avocado. And then puts it back.
Yeah, like my mom had a fruit bowl on the counter and it had avocados in it. And I picked one up.
Were you like just like being funny, or did you genuinely think that's
very, very drunk?
Oh, okay, that answers everything.
Yeah, I mean that's important context.
I'm now less concerned.
In no normal world would I just be like, oh yeah, an avocado crunch.
Tevin,
and there was a crunch. I mean, it's a pretty thick shell.
To a video?
There's a video.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it's on Twitter. Maybe we'll dig it up and share it if anyone wants to see that again. But
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, not my best moment.
That was
Oh my god,
man,
what a mess! I don't even. I have nothing to say for myself.
That's amazing.
No. I mean, that was one of the perks. I guess not perks, but like one of the side effects that came in with living so close to Spencer for that long amount of time. I remember the day after my breakup, or maybe it was the day. No, it was the day after me and my girlfriend broke up, and I didn't eat anything because I was, stressy, depressy, and I didn't eat anything, and invited Spencer over for a fire. And he shows up, and I'm over like 5 deep. I'm just like lounging on this couch, and the first thing he does, he walks in my backyard and goes, "Oh my god." And I was like, "Hey, buddy."
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. That I like going into that. I kind of expected that I would find something to that effect, but when I got there and I saw it for myself, I was just like,
it was much worse than he expected.
Like, oh, have you eaten anything this weekend? Nope.
Nope.
If you had anything to drink, well, no water. That's for damn sure. Like, I don't even know how you were still upright.
That was a
at
day.
That point. That was yeah.
That was a whole 7 months and counting. So.
Yeah, and I found out your piano is very out of tune, but it works.
Oh yeah, I'm grieving over here, and he's like, "Can I play your piano?"
Yeah, he's sitting in a lawn chair by the fire or something, and
he's in my house alone playing the piano. I'm literally just sitting like this.
Yes. Oh my god. It was so funny. I mean, it was hilarious. Funny for me. I
just remember, like, he comes back out. He opens up the sliding screen door. He goes, "Yeah, it's a little out of tune, but it's all right." Okay, thanks, Spencer.
Look, I don't even have a keyboard at my apartment, so I have to like take the W's I can get.
Yeah,
you know?
I understand. I get it.
It's what it is, man.
I definitely get it.
So, Tevin, when are you moving to Ohio? And when are you coming back, Justin? Come on.
I'll be home for about a week in 3 weeks.
All right. Tevin?
I'm not moving to Ohio. I talked too much shit about Ohio. Just move to Ohio.
Dude, that's the thing. There's this Ohio meme going around now. And when I started my new job, like I told the kids, I have 24 fifth graders, by the way.
Oh.
I told the kids, I'm like, I'm from Ohio. And they're like, oh, that's such an Ohio thing to do. And I'm just like, okay.
In my defense, I only talk stuff about Ohio because of Justy.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Other than that, I have no beef. I have no quarrel with Ohio. But
they called me Mr. Ohio for about a week.
And then Justy was like, I
started roasting you for living in a square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Exactly. Like what? Like that right there.
Wow.
When I first read that sentence, like when he told me that, I was like,
Colorado is a square.
We're symmetrical. What's the problem? Exactly. There's no problem.
Dude, I don't even know what to say to this. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of people think like my kids are just like where are the fire breathing dragons like in Ohio? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's getting so out of hand. And it's just like only in Ohio. And they're like, did you have a house there? I'm like, yeah. They're like, only in Ohio. I'm like,
imagine getting roasted by a bunch of 9 and 10-year-olds for
I know
having a house in Ohio.
Yeah,
like
bullied.
What?
Yeah,
couldn't be me.
Like, you guys are making no sense in the slightest. So I just that's just with everything though. Like
right, fair.
You would think. Did you guys have like problem solving skills in 5th grade?
Like for what?
Like figuring like if I can't find my book bag and there's one left in the book bag corner, would you think that was yours?
If it looked like mine, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just never mind.
I mean, with no additional context, I would have said no because I still don't have any. 14, 15 years later. So
it's just I repeat myself so much. It's like I called it the other day. I gave a direction. I said, listen very closely because I know one of you is gonna be like, wait, what are we doing? And I said the direction and I pointed to the kid I knew he was gonna be, and then he goes, wait, I don't what are we doing? I'm like, just use your ears. I'm like, please listen. But you can't blame him. I mean, we were kind of all dumb in middle school, right? Like
we're boys. I feel like
they're boys. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
We're stupid naturally.
Naturally, you're right.
Naturally, we're stupid. Out of the two, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that still carries over to 23 years old over here. I mean,
I do. Yeah.
Fell asleep on the kitchen floor last night.
What?
We're not gonna talk about that.
You brought it up.
It was just an example.
I know. I've had to drag a lot of people out of bathrooms after a long night, but kitchen floor. That's.
I think we got back, and I was like, I need some more, and I did, and then I was like,
boom.
Then I had some water, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit down for a second, and the next thing I knew, it was 2 a.m.
It's always the I'm gonna sit down for a second and take a breather. That
dude.
Like I did that last
sat
night.
down.
Like, I'm just gonna take a break for a second, and then I wake up 3 hours later. The lights are on, and I've been fast asleep.
I sat down and like I felt like I closed my eyes and I felt like I was in like that Gravitron carnival ride. That just spins you.
Yeah.
It's like to the point where you stick to the wall. That's what I felt like for a good 10 minutes, and then I woke up.
Do we need intervention?
No, I'm fine.
Jesus, that was an aggressive no.
I'm okay.
That should be a warning sign, a red flag in and of itself.
Red flag. Red flags.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So
why I'm
this is the
single.
energy.
Red flags.
This is
Jeez.
the energy we're bringing into the podcast, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
this is what you're in for every other week, man.
I'm sure. Like Spencer's just sitting here. He's like, did we make a good or bad decision with this?
There's only one way to find out.
Tevin approved it, but it was very much a unilateral decision on my part, and I'm really, whatever happens, I'm the one to blame for it at the end of the day. So,
Yeah.
I give it 3 more episodes before I'm kicked off.
It was like approval by me, but it was more like a, hey, this is your new co-host. Hope you like it. And I was like, all right, dope. I like him. Let's do it.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't have offered if it wasn't Tev as the co-host.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Because I know Spencer was like, I think we were talking about the podcast. I was like, hey, I mean, I kind of do one too. So I mean, I can add another one, I think. So, oh wait, I also did a podcast in high school. I just remembered that. We're going back to this. Yeah,
right, let's hear it.
With me and my 2 best friends in high school. We made about 6 episodes, and these are some of the funniest pieces of content we've ever created. Like I will listen back at them and just like die laughing the entire time. But the thing is, we graduated high school, we graduated college, and they were like, we cannot let our employers find this. So they are deleted off of YouTube. Only I have them. We call them the lost tapes. So they are, if they are outdated, I'll tell you that.
The lost tapes.
The lost
okay.
tapes.
And now you're gonna have a bunch of people curious about what these lost tapes are.
Find the tapes. I know where they are, Megan. I have them.
If they're cancelable,
they are.
Okay, the people are just gonna want to see them all the more. So
it's not because of me. It's because
okay, all right. You got me a little worried now. I'm thinking I brought in a very problematic, toxic individual, and Megan is right. Megan said in chat that I already know it's a good decision, and I do. That I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
I'm glad you made it. I mean, like when you texted me, I was like, I don't know where my phone went, but like he texted me and I'm eating Thanksgiving dinner. I sent Spencer this nice text message that says, thankful for you, miss you, stuff like that. And he goes, thankful for you too. You want to be in Skirata? I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
what?
Like, okay, I'm trying to eat my name. Like I'm like mid mashed potato bite.
Chokes on his mashed potatoes.
But I was like, yeah, let's do it. And now I'm here.
Love that for us.
Love that, yeah.
I really
the
do.
Collective y'all over here.
Out of curiosity, do you have a favorite episode? And then it's not the one that you were on, okay? We can't do that. We're not going to start with an ego trip. Do you have a favorite episode that we've done so far?
I like the one with Jack early on.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hearing about his background was pretty cool. I would have to look back at the podcasts. I would listen to them on my way home from college because I had a long drive. So a lot of the time, this is gonna sound bad, but the one with Megan was good. Yeah, sorry, Megan. No, she goes, okay, we fighting. A lot of the time, like I just zoned out like when driving. So like it was just on and I went autopilot. Don't know how I got home most days, but
fair.
Yeah. I would say I've listened to about 80% of them. So and I'm glad to be here now to be a part of it.
We're happy to have you, Justy.
We're very happy.
Thank you, Tevi.
We are kind of approaching that time, and I have to get ready for work in a bit, which is unfortunate. But
Q&A.
Well, yeah. I mean, if anybody has questions like that you didn't ask last year and you haven't asked in the other
We'll
million
give you
times
guys 5
we've
minutes.
seen him. Yeah, we'll give 5 minutes, and if you don't come up with anything good, we're done.
Rattle it off. 5 questions. Don't let us leave. Harry, you better ask a question then.
Are you gonna
5
cover my
minutes.
shift or what? No.
Aren't you the general manager though? Like you make your shift.
Yeah, and there's
Just
nobody to cover
saying.
for me. So,
No.
you
Do people need pizza that bad?
Yes. I mean, they called us essential workers during COVID, which is ridiculous. Like, what are we going to do without our delivered pizza?
By the way,
oh my God,
those are some of my
boy.
favorite memes that come up on my Facebook. Was when it was back between essential and non-essential worker
Right.
memes. Those were some of the best ones.
Yeah, I know. And of course, essential worker, heroes, whatever. Where's the essential worker pay? Still waiting on that. But
I got mine. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's good.
It is finally.
But I will say, and this is completely unrelated to anything Skirata, but it's very annoying when you're the guy in charge of like 25 employees and you just have to be there, and people call in sick and you want to be mad at them because it's like, I can't call in sick, but at the same time, that's my own fault. I took this job, right?
You did.
Oh, I'm always the guy who's on call. I have to work through, every illness imaginable. Well, tough.
I feel like
That's
Domino's
on me.
is like a toxic ex for you, Spencer.
Yeah, just keep going back, man. Just keep going back.
You hate it there, but you keep getting stuck back in.
Megan asked a question, and then Hera asked 2.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Ooh.
I think Hera's is most important, so we're gonna start with that.
I don't know how long I've been growing my mustache for. Let's see if I could go to Instagram and figure out.
Geez.
I have to find the date. Probably around my. Oh, it was a little before, maybe like May, July. May or July. And then I just groom it, I guess. I don't know.
Have you cut it since then?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If it touches my lips, I freak. If it touches
I
my
hate
lips,
that.
I freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like I hate it. Nope.
Are we gonna get like a handlebar mustache or just like get the
curl?
Yeah, get the curl going. That'd be sick.
Don't do that. We're gonna have to find another host for the show.
No, that's how you get the views. It's the curly mustache. You're gonna be looking like the Boulder Hat guy from Meet the Robinsons.
Boog.
Yeah, Boog.
Not in my house. Oh my God. Okay, on that note, we're going to go to Megan's question. What is the goal for yourself in the next 3 months?
Ooh. Are we talking like content-wise or
Sure.
just
whatever
anything?
You want. This is the Beyond Streaming podcast, so it could go beyond streaming. Up to you.
Okay. Well, first off, I do want to get live again. That was English. I do want to go. I do want to start going live again. I want to make. I think I'm gonna try to start making a little more TikToks. I think that'd be good. Personally, I would like to find my own place to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm living with one of my parents right now, and it's just like it's not a big deal. I'm saving money, but I think I'd like my own place as well, closer to my job because it's a 40-minute commute, and gas sucks. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Next 3 months.
Cool. I also
maybe start a relationship.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think you should. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
I'm either gonna try. It's either that or I'm getting a cat. One of the two. Okay.
I think go with the cat.
I
vote that.
Less maintenance, less emotional trauma.
I'm on the road to 1K, so I want to be past 950 within the next 3 months.
Where are you at right now?
90 something, 909 or some shit like
Okay.
that. But I'm doing another 24-hour at 1K, so there's all the more incentive to do that.
There you go.
I'm at 910.
Cool.
910. Good stuff.
Spencer?
God. Oh, come
Spencer's
on.
we already know what's going to happen.
You haven't answered.
Oh, I
This is
know.
what's going to
but
happen for Spencer
I'm
in the
thinking.
next 3 months.
I'm thinking. The next 3 months. I mean, I guess I'll side with Justin here. You know, a relationship would be cool, but you know, not banking on anything for my own good, right, Justin? But
Yeah,
I would
right.
say, right, yeah. We've had many drunk conversations about these things, so
Too
chat,
many.
don't worry about it. We're fine. We're doing
We
great.
stay up till 4 in the morning.
We're doing great. But I'm not going to count that as one of my 3. So get out of here. I would say finding better work-life balance would be really good, and not just
That's good.
work-life. I guess life is kind of all-inclusive, but a lot of things that I've wanted to do that I should be doing have been taking the back burner just as a result of me being stuck in overtime every week and kind of in an endless cycle of shit. So I really want to find a way to ensure that's not the case. And that kind of ties into a lot of my other goals, which I would say just getting back on the short form content for Skirata, which is something we haven't done consistently in quite a while. But we're getting back on YouTube. I also just want to be back on Instagram Reels, on Shorts, and TikTok, certainly. There's a lot of stuff we can be doing with Call of Duty and other games, too, and different content. I'd love to promote some of the podcast stuff on our other platforms more, too, because there's a lot of, like, quotable moments that we've had throughout the last year and a bit. So maybe do something with that.
I'm sure you're going to get a lot more now.
Yeah. And I'm not going to promise anything. I'm sure we will. Maybe more for the No Context Twitter account, if nothing else. But which, by the way, go follow No Context 1615 on Twitter. A lot of funny stuff there. But I would also say no promises. I'd like to stream again. Just the work schedule, it won't be consistent. There will not be a stream schedule, but I would like to do it more often. So that's kind of my top 3. Work life, short form content, and maybe streaming. So
that's good stuff. I guess to add on to mine, I totally forgot about this. Putting out, I want to release that music thing I'm working on. The next 3 months. Yeah, and also I started learning the drums, and I'm trying to get a little better at that as well.
Nice.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is you're gonna be our new intro song. No more Ivan B. Is that right?
Oh God! Don't make me the intro
you're
song.
You're gonna record a song? Come on, we need something. We need original beats.
It's gonna be too sad.
Oh,
yeah.
Not the vibe we're going for.
Welcome to Beyond Streaming. I'm your host, NiceGuyJusty, aka Sad Guy Justy.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Dude.
Spencer's slowly realizing this is a mistake.
I shouldn't laugh, but I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all.
Oh man.
I'll just throw in some commentary here from Hera. I don't see any other questions, but
can we get that rice question up here? The rice question, please.
Oh, I don't want to traumatize Megan.
Please get the rice question up here.
We could.
I got a lot to say.
Do you guys like rice?
Yeah.
I don't.
Rice.
I mean, I'll eat it like with Chinese food or whatever. It's fine, but I would never just like, I'm going to make myself a bowl of rice or something.
Cooked rice, rice and beans, rice and bean burrito, rice and bean burrito with chicken. This is my Chipotle order at this point.
Chipotle or Qdoba, Justy?
Hibachi rice with the yum yum sauce and the fried chicken, the chicken fried rice. That's what it's called.
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Okay, we know where Justin stands on rice.
I think I'm gonna make some rice after this.
What about you, Tevin?
I do, in fact, enjoy rice.
How do you like your rice?
What does that mean?
Like what
Cooked,
dish?
fried,
Medium rare,
raw.
well done.
Slightly steamed.
Oh
Wet rice. Okay.
Oh
In
god.
conclusion,
dude,
we
what a
like
note.
rice.
What a note to end on. Okay, I don't even know what to say. I knew we shouldn't have taken that question, and we did.
It was.
And
it
I
was
don't know how to
requested.
transition from that to Hera's heartfelt work-life balance struggle. So we're not going to, but Hera, we're with you there. I think that's something we all deal with. So you got it, man. You're doing great with the content. All you beautiful people in chat are. Mwah. Love you. But any closing thoughts, Justin? You know, how does it feel to be in Skirata and on the podcast once again?
You know what? Like it was like a year, like maybe was it like a year, 2 years ago when I was like really grinding for it. And I was just like, I'm gonna get in, and then I was just like, never mind.
You're like, Skirata, I'm not doing this.
I just had a lot going on. I was trying to maintain a relationship at the point, and I was paying rent for the first time and teaching and stuff. But I think, I mean, it definitely goes without say that like it's definitely worth the wait. You know, just because you know, it's the best things come when they're least expected. And when you texted me, hey, you in? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm just happy to finally be here. It was kind of like a moment where it happened, and then like it was like that one scene from SpongeBob where like Patrick was like, now what? So I was like, you know what I mean? No, I was just like, no. So like what I'm trying to say is like, it was like, I wanted it like so bad at one point, to the point where it was like I still want it obviously, but to the point where I was like obsessing over it almost, and I was like, I gotta stop doing that. So I stopped, and then it just
it happened naturally.
It happened naturally. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Happened naturally, and it feels a lot better this time around.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here. Long overdue, I think, but like you said, good things come to those who wait. So
patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Something I need to hear every day. All right. Well, on that note, guys, thank you all for tuning in live if you did, and if you're listening after the fact. We really appreciate it. We'll be back in a couple weeks with more NiceGuyJusty content, and Tevin, and whoever the hell we're going to have on as a guest. So really looking forward to getting the pod back where it needs to be. Thank you to everyone who followed and gifted subs and tuned in. It's been really good. But on that note, have a great day, and we will see you next time. Peace out. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Later.